Holding yourself accountable for the little things, for the habits you're creating. How do you do that practically? Because here's the thing, when you make excuses to yourself for why you're not doing it, you're letting that shitty committee inside your head rule the roost rather than you being in control. You're letting the negative saboteur side of your brain run you rather than your wise, intuitive, sage mind being in control and being your powerhouse, which is what it is. The other side will take you to the negative all the time, will take away your power. So how do you take back your power and hold yourself accountable for the little things, for the habits that you know need done, for the must-dos in your life? That's what I call them. I don't like to call them, should is a banned word in my vocabulary because shoulds come from outside of you. Must-dos come from inside. What must I do? What do I get to do to build my business, to create the life I want, to do all these things I want to do? What do I need to do? What must I do to get there? And once you know those things and you identify them down to your top few priorities, how do you hold yourself accountable? Because, yes, being held accountable by other people for big things, for changes in our lives is really important. Having a coach or a mentor, and this is what I do for a lot of my clients, hold them accountable. However, those day-to-day, all those little things that can drop off the radar once they become a decision that you're going to do them. How do you remain consistent with them? So one really easy way is to create a chart. So you can roll this up on a piece of paper. You can make a table in Word. You can do it however you want, right? My recommendation is that you do it landscape, that along the top. So then you only need tiny columns. So then you can have like 5 or 6 weeks on a page and really get a full picture of what you have been doing and where you've been letting yourself down, giving your power away. So you make these decisions as to what are you going to do each day as part of being consistent. So say you're building your business and you've made a commitment to being consistent on social media. So does that look like 1 post a day? Does that look like 2? What does it look like for you? And once you decide that, you write that down the left. So post twice on social media could be what you write. You might want to do a video. How often do you want to do that? Is that a daily occurrence or a weekly or a whatever? So put that on there if you're committed to doing a video. If you have an email list that you email, how often do you want to do that? And having all of this on a piece of paper, which mine sits on a clipboard on my desk, right? So I can look and I can scan and I can look and see, okay, so I've committed to writing 2 blogs a month. When did I write my last one? Oh, it's time that I did another one so that I can get my 2 in for August, right? So that gives you a really good idea of what you are and are not doing and holding yourself accountable, because we can make excuses inside of our head and be like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll catch up tomorrow. And then say the same tomorrow and tomorrow. And it just kind of snowballs on and on and on, right? It's harder to lie to yourself if you put a tick on a page. It's worth trying if you are not able to keep those must-dos being done each day, if you're not keeping those little promises to yourself. And if you want to have a chat about how to set that up for you and what needs to be on your list, send me a message. I'm up for that.